Check her out, brother. Damn, she fine, brother. I know, right? She banging, brother. You guys checking me out? Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that, brother? Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Scott K. So, what happens if something is like banging, but there's a catch? I feel like we come across this a lot, right? And no, I'm not talking about the opposite sex here. I'm actually talking about a keyboard. I mean, what else did you think I would be talking about, right? The keyboard in question today is the Lucky 65 by Velocifire. I decided to take a look at this specific keyboard because it's $79 and it pretty much ticks all the boxes for like a keyboard is supposed to be at $79, but it has a small catch. Let's get started. So the Lucky 65 is an entry gasket mounted 65% custom mechanical keyboard. It literally has everything you might want in a very approachable price of just $79. I mean, even just a few years ago, you could even get a tray mounted Tofu for that. That's like a GK60 price almost. Now you can get a keyboard with like an E-coat finish, south-facing hot swap, perky RGB, tri-mode wireless, flex cut plate, 1.2mm PCB, separated weight, foams galore, and more. In addition, the Lucky 65 is actually a decent looking keyboard as well, with clean lines, nice simple chamfers, and a nice lower design that lives up to its lucky name. Yes, the 4-leaf clover. For $79, I think we may have found the perfect keyboard, right? Well, almost. Then what is it? Well, let's dig deeper, shall we? So the case of this Lucky 65 is finished in an anodized violet finish. It comes in other different colors too. So it's purple, but it's definitely like has that bit of a blue mixed in as well. Overall, it's a nice and fun color, right? It's nice and clean without much embellishments or extra lights or badges or anything like that. Below, it has a CNC machined 4-leaf clover and a nice gold weight to add some flair to the overall case. It's actually aluminum and not brass, so I mean, hey guys, it's $79, right? Inside, you can see that the Lucky 65 does feature a daughter board, which is good, you know, for that flex. It also has a separate cover to house the 35 milliamp hour battery below, which is a decent size. Looking at the components, you get a nice and flexible 1.2mm thin PCB. It's got south-facing hot swap sockets made by JWIC this time, and it's even got perky RGB even at this price point. And yes, the gasket tabs are actually on the PCB. Wait, does that mean that this could be plateless? Well, no, and I'll explain that later. It's wireless capable, so it's got this tiny little hidden switch right here to turn it on and off. You have the option of using the standard 2.4 GHz dongle or use the Bluetooth connection to keep things cleaner or for your laptop and whatnot. But if you want 1000 Hz polling rate, you have to use it in either wired or 2.4 GHz wireless. Bluetooth is hamstrung at 125. So for you gamers, right, that's the way to go. And you can customize the PCB, but not with VIA or VIO. It actually uses a proprietary software from Velocifire. I know it's kind of a bummer, but hey, at least you got it, right? Also, this thing got foam, and like lots of it. It's got like the lowercase foam, the under PCB foam, the plate foam, and the PE foam. And it's also got a sheet of PET, you know, the water bottle plastic material. If you recall, PET works in conjunction with the PE foam to kind of help boost up the mid-high sound tones a little bit more. So you get like 5 layers of foam and sound mod stuff with this keyboard. All that put together actually yields a decent sound. Let's do a quick preview. See, as you'd expect, the keyboard has that sound profile that many newcomers to the hobby are looking for. That mid-tone, marbly sound, right? Alright Scott, it all sounds perfect and all, but what is the catch? Well, this. So the plate of the Lucky 65 is a flexible PC plate, which is fine, no issues with that. But check this out, it has plate mounted stabs and no other options to go with the PCB screw-in. The PCB cannot accept it at all. Like, what? Why? Because of the multiple layouts it could support maybe, but I think that was a sacrifice. I mean, plate mounted stabs have come a long way, it's not bad. I will demonstrate that portion later too, but I mean, if this thing came so far and just kind of falls off at this one little item, it seems kind of a miss right now, to me at least, right? Velocifire if possible. I think if Lucky 65, it could be much better, a better value proposition especially, if you can update the PCB to take on screw-in stabs. Not only does it give users more opportunities for all the excellent stabs out there, it also allows plateless mode if you wanted that for just $79, and that's a great deal. You guys tell me, am I expecting too much from something that's like 79 bucks? I mean, it is mostly aimed at newcomers and keeping things easier and simple, I guess, but I was so surprised at what a $79 keyboard can do these days. But it was just kind of a shock when I saw that the holes for the PCB mount stabs were not there. Okay, so I decided to build this thing out with a set of Moyu Fuyu linears, right? Very smooth and poppy due to its long stem. For keycaps, I used a set of Hipyo Tech's own Hippo keycaps. I think like the pastel colors of the keycaps did a really good job of matching the violet of the case, blue-violet. As you'd expect, this thing does have pretty decent sound. You got a quick preview before, but here is the full clip. And yes, the stabs are plate mounted, but it did come tuned and I didn't have to do anything. This is fully stock. The sound is pretty good, right? Nothing mind-blowing, but I've literally heard $300 plus keyboards with worse sounds. So hey, for $79, that's definitely a win. And also for $79, this thing it's a banger. It's not perfect. Maybe also it's because of a prototype, but I thought that the anode wasn't perfect. I did see some imperfections. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too crazy and expecting too much from something that's $79. And also the violet sometimes appears blue in certain angles, and there might be a little bit of top and bottom case color discrepancy as well, but I keep going back to the fact that this keyboard is just $79 and you do get so much for that price. And for that price, it really is a banger. Like, it does most things well or good enough in the most respectable sense. It's just that I wish Lucky 65 could take on screw-in stabs, say it one more time, so that people that want to upgrade it have that option. I mean, imagine if it had that, then truly this would be like the banger, brother. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll have more content for you in the future. Also, in case you don't know, I do have an Instagram and also a Discord server, so if you want to like connect with other people, like-minded people, I'm on there sometimes as well. Please go and join. Thank you. Oh my god, this hair is like